Welcome back, everyone, to Borderlands 2. I'm going to get right into it. Now, admittedly, I'll explain this right now. I am not where we left off last time because I tried recording this about a week ago. And my computer crashed in the middle of it because Windows 11 is fucked. So I am trying to get this done now with the hope that everything goes to plan this time. Nice rendering game. Oh, okay, so they are fully aware that I'm here. Ow. The hell, man? Well, that's not a noise you want to hear. The startup of a exploder. I was so unused to hearing the game with music before I started this ASMR series. Okay, I'm not liking the shock damage that I'm taking. So I started, I'm trying to think if I actually got anything meaningful done last time. So I started a quest line with Ellie where we are starting a war between two rival clans, the Zaffords, who are essentially Irish people, and the Hodunks, who are basically hillbillies. The Hodunks was the family that Moxie, Ellie, and Scooter were kicked out of. And they've been having a blood feud with the Zaffords for ages and ages, and they're like, well, I just want them all dead. So I planted explosives on the Hodunks' coveted giant tire. I made it look as if the Zaffords did it. Okay, I might die here. Or I might go down here. No, I'm going to allow you to shoot me. So I can come back with a little bit more health. So I did that. So that was the first part of that quest line, which goes on for a little while. And then after that, I found information about one of Mordecai's guys saying, this is another side mission, saying that he is here in the Hyperion Friendship Gulag, I believe this is called. So I'm here to try and find information about his whereabouts because he's got the information of a whereabouts of the whereabouts of a giant weapons cache that Mordecai won in the Underdome, I think the name was, which is an arena that was originally run by Handsome Jack. Well, no, I think it was originally run by Moxie, and then Handsome Jack took it over when he started dating Moxie, and made the prizes for winning the arena Moxie, and well, no, this would have been before that, before he started dating Moxie, because he made Moxie one of the prizes for winning. Or I think she just was one of the prizes for winning. I don't remember. And a big cache of weapons, which I believe is... No, it's not that, because it's way out somewhere else in the dust. Which I do know the location of it, but we're not allowed to open it now, because that's how quests in this game work. Someone with a voice like that is obviously fucking trustworthy. Yeah. If he's small time, how's he so dangerous? So yeah, the aim of this episode, I should probably get out my journal. So we're doing this one. So we're finishing up the dust. Then after that, we're going to head into the fridge, I think is what I'm going to do. Because we have, I'm going to say like 3, so I'm going to dedicate this entire chunk of uploads to doing these side missions. So we're going to do the dust stuff, which I'd started last time and I was meant to keep doing, but computer crashed. Fuck Windows 11, like seriously. And I guess we'll do some of the fridge this time as well. These are fairly short, including this one. Then it means we can fight Rackman, which is fun. We'll have one dedicated to the Highlands. We'll have one dedicated to the Caustic Cavern. And then once that's done, we can get back on with the main mission at the Wildlife Exploitation Reserve, which is one of my favourite missions in the game, and the start of the best run of story missions in the game, because then we also have... I'm really trying to just shoot you out of the sky. Because then we also have Opportunity, which is a lot of fun. We will also have 1,000 Cuts, and we will have the Bunker, all of which are really, really good. Then after that is my least favourite mission in the game, but you know, that's for then, this is for now. I love the ways that I love the way that the loaders work in this game. In the if you shoot like their joints, then they take critical damage and their arms and legs fall off. I think it's so cool. Yeah. Oh, you're an exploder. Wait, how did you notice it? Also, I did see that I have a skill point to use. I'm doing this one, and I believe I need 2 more to get to that. Increased gun damage to any enemy with more than 50% health is huge. So all these ones, melee attacks deal fire damage. That's kind of cool. I don't think I need more than that though. All the shots that hit enemies have a chance to ricochet. That's probably worth upgrading, but that's kind of cool. I don't think I need another. I don't know why I made that level 2. Like I could have just kept that at 1, I think. So that one I think might be the way to go. Oh, actually no, I should just keep upgrading you. So I can get you next time. Good, good. So I'm just doing a full-on elemental damage build this time around. Last time I was more of a healer. Where's this other one? Oh, you're just a dude. Ow. It's not cool that that did damage. You're so smart. Where's this other one? Oh. Alright, can't get to me. Just going around in circles over there. Let's put you out of your misery, eh? There's something else. And another one. Oh, right. Is there any loot over here? There's a bit of money. So I'll take that. So my goal is essentially to get all these side missions out of the way, which, like, even like just by handing them in, will get me up to level 22. By the time I'm done with all the missions, I could potentially be at 23 when I hand them in. And then that'll mean that I'm almost there to completing the first, go away. The first, skill tree. Let me stock up on ammo while I'm here. Cool. Okay, what stuff can I get rid of? You, all of you. So, okay, I'll keep you unless I have a better one, but I don't. Keeping you, and you. Okay, I don't think I got anything new. Right, so back out here. I would love a fast travel point to head back to Ellie's, but that doesn't seem possible. I'm on keeping an ear out for if we are going to get a caravan coming through. Now I really need to pee. I know you guys don't need to know that, but yeah, it's gonna make it a little bit of an awkward recording, but whatever. Let's try and head back as quick as we can. Might hop out to kill some spider ants. Like, oh, hello. Hey. God damn it. Where are you? Nah, that's so stupid. There's nothing here to shoot. Nah, that's such a pain in the ass. Where am I even going to respawn? Oh, shit. I hate that's the thing. Because, like, half the time those are way too quick for you to see them coming. Alright, so we've got to go the long way around all the way back here. Also realized that I've probably deviated from my usual style of recording for these. As far as how I'm speaking, I think I've been a little bit louder than normal. Whereas the past few videos I've been, down in this register. I've kind of been talking like my normal and my previous ASMR uploads before I turn my sensitivity all the way up. Stay there, man. So this area can take a little while to get through. However, something that is really good is it can get you a shitload of XP. Because there is a chance for there to be king and queen spider ants here. especially on like New Game Plus playthroughs, where you get like badass versions. So a cool thing about when you complete the game, you get the option to go through the game in True Vault Hunter mode. I think it's the second one, which replaces all the enemies with like upgraded versions, and some of them have really funny names. And you get more XP, you get better rewards for beating them. And then once you've done that, you go through in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, which is even harder, as one might expect. And by that point, it's actually really satisfying, just because some of the stuff you can get is really fucking powerful. I might as well melee a bit. Yeah. But you can see that at the bottom. I've already, like just a few seconds ago, I was at the beginning of that little mini bar of XP there, and now I've already taken it up way higher. And I think this is one of the few areas of the game, like behind the dust here, where the enemies level up with you, so you can always come back here and grind out some more. So I'm actually going to switch to my sniper rifle, because I know that there are like regular bandits here as well. Hello. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that one. Oh, you're just dead, aren't you? It's generally a very good area for leveling up Goliaths to get a shitload of XP from them, but ain't my day. There's the one problem with this route that I've gone down. It's almost impossible for me to enrage Goliaths, because they just have like, I just do so much corrosive damage. Like, there's such a high chance that if I even just shoot their helmet, they just immediately burn. So a little behind the curtain look at like insight on my recording. I realistically should be recording this after my next recording, because as we know, if you've been watching the channel, I am finished with my Bioshock playthrough. So what I'm going to do next, because I want something to fill that spot in the rotation, because I'm very big on like doing rotations of things, is I would like to do Dishonored 2, which is a game that I played on stream a couple of years ago, in, I want to say, 2022, and I enjoyed it, but it didn't at all have the feel of the original Dishonored, which is still my favorite game of all time. So I kind of looked down on it a bit as a result of that, and I'm hoping that by going through it again later, like later in life, see, there we go, that's the kind of thing I wanted. Bunch of XP from you. Why there's still more coming? You not had enough? Is my game bugged and there's just an infinite spawn? No, okay. Hopefully I can look a bit more kindly upon it now. And, you know, get a bit more enjoyment out of it. It'd also be the first game that I've played on this channel that I'm not like super well versed in. So I'd do that in place of Bioshock. So realistically, I should be doing that now. However, I don't know. There's still a little bit of apprehension there, and what I'm likely going to do this time around, because the first time I played as Corvo. This time around, it feels like it makes sense for me to play as Emily, even though I don't particularly want to. I don't really like Emily all that much as a character. From what I've seen of her in Borderlands, in Dishonored 2. And Corvo's just my guy. He's like, he was my channel art icon for years and years. And I'm just gonna loop around here for a bit before I proceed with the quest line here. And yeah, it's made me a little bit nervous. So I'm gonna I see, it's just a normal bandit. Oh god. Wait, don't you dare kill each other. 2500 XP for that. Holy. And another 3k from that. Oh, and I get the more XP from combat thing. Ooh. Well, what do I have currently? Increased max health. No, I'm going to equip you. I'm going to keep the health one on me. But more XP is, you know, if I had that, then I would have leveled up right there. And I believe I should level up right now. So yeah, I'm going to do Dishonored 2 after I'm done recording this. And then, whenever I finish up with, lovely, oh, another one spawns straight in. Whenever I get finished with either Dishonored 2 or Borderlands, then I'll switch to Bioshock 2, and then at some point after I'm done with Borderlands 2, whenever that may be, then I can bring in Borderlands 3 so I can have so I can have a nice little rotation of those games going on for a while. Obviously, that little run will end with Bioshock Infinite. But because I'm really not interested in Borderlands 4, if I'm being entirely honest. However, yeah, that put a nice little bow on things because I've never played Bioshock 2 and I've never played Infinite. So I'd be doing that for the first time on this channel. So the reason why I tend to go for, well, why I have been going for games entirely that I know and am used to is just that the videos don't feel overly long and inflated, and so that I'm not constantly editing around stuff for, you know, for continuity's sake. So that's why I've stayed away from stuff like that. The good thing is, with most of the games that I've played on this channel, they have sequels or spin-offs or that kind of thing. So I can do the same with Batman Arkham City when I'm done with Arkham Asylum. Shadow of the Colossus doesn't really count, but if Hades 2 goes on sale in the winter sale, whenever that happens, then I can play that. If, because, yeah, I still haven't got it, which doesn't feel good. but it's just how it goes sometimes. I realize I should be making better use out of my SMG thing. 391 damage. Oh my lord. That destroys you. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of both of these then. Get rid of you. Lovely. So let me pop you in there. I'm going to replace you with you. I'm going to replace you with... And you're really good in a pinch, so I'll just have you on hand, just in case. So, next stop is the fridge. Scooter's voice actor is so good. I really hope that he's still about, because I'm trying to think of what might have possibly happened, like what could have possibly happened to make it so that Scooter doesn't come back in 3. But okay, yes, that was a thing from a previous episode. And this is, I believe, an area that doesn't keep up with your level. Yeah. I just don't have the patience for that, because I'm literally going to get 0 XP. I also have a skill point, which I should spend, but I'm going to get back into the fridge first. So allow me to take the time while I'm here now to apologize again for the lack of uploads. It's been the case kind of across the board, which sucks because, you know, I fucking love making videos. It's one of the best things for me to sort of cool off if I've been struggling with work. And not being able to do it because I've had a cold is the main part, and this particular one has kicked my ass. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't like this before. Really sucks, but right. So the next thing I need to do is you. So 8% isn't that much. I mean, it's okay. It's an extra. It's basically 10. But as I upgrade that, which is going to be my priority for the next few levels, it is going to really start to pay off. Oh, that's damage. That's tasty damage. And part of that will be as a result of that perk that I just got. I'm just praying that this doesn't use multiple ammo per shot. Doesn't. That's even better. There's a lot of snipers in this game that use double ammo. That's really accurate as well. This is a very, very good sniper rifle. There's also like no bullet travel time as well, which there can be in some of these. Alright, so we'll blue up there, so let me go get that. Blue generally means like a side quest thing, or like an optional objective. Is the word I'm looking for. It's also really accurate when not scoped. Why you stop killing? Stop stealing my XP. See you on the map. Where you at? Oh, he's behind those crates, but you can't. Why is he loaded in, but the crates aren't? That's so annoying. Oh my god, that's maybe the best shot I've ever hit. It's not, but yeah. So getting those optional objectives done is always good for you. It means that you just get more money and maybe more XP. Not actually sure about that one, but okay, right. I would much rather not miss any shots where I can. Especially like first shots on people. Okay, what I don't want to do is spend much time fucking with the crystalisks. They are good XP though. Okay, I am missing a couple of shots that I feel like I should be hitting. I'm waiting for that door to open up. That's where the Goliath comes out that gives you a side mission. But I don't know if there's anything that you need to do to like force that to happen. Why are you shooting at me when you know I'm way around here? Wait, I wonder what that Russian says. If that is Russian, it could be like Ukrainian or fucking Bulgarian or whatever. Oh, thank God. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do a full screen grab. There we go. Oh, I'll have to edit that bit of audio out. That's fine. So while I'm here, I might as well do this. Shorty must die. Okay. Now we gotta deal with a bunch of stalkers, which is probably my least favorite enemy type in the game. Just because they go invisible. However, I do now have a gun that does a fuckload of damage in one hit. So as long as I know where they are, which you can see by their tracks, you've gone invisible. Then that makes it much more manageable. It was annoying that I couldn't kill Shorty like right there though. That would have saved me a lot of time later on. She kind of leads you into like a little mini arena area. There's a bunch of other stalkers. Okay, I would like some more sniper ammo. That'd be cool. That'll probably be the next thing I do at Earl's place back at Sanctuary. Is I'll upgrade my sniper ammo capacity. Balls. It also does a shitload of fire damage. Man, these guys are burning. Something else that big that happened recently was the Game Awards. Don't know if any of you guys caught that. Any of you guys were at all interested. I always kind of I've grown to stop watching them live just because they're on way too late for me. But I always end up either skimming through the highlights the next day or catching up on the whole thing if I'm particularly interested in who wins what. It is at the point nowadays where I generally don't like forking out that kind of money for modern games. So more often than not, I won't have played many of the games that are getting nominated for stuff. Which was also the case this year, unfortunately. I haven't gone to play Clair Obscur. Although I do really want to at some point because people are drawing a lot of comparisons to Baldur's Gate, and that's already one of my favourite games of all time. And maybe one that I'll play on the channel. I still don't fully know about that, just because of some of the content that's in it. I don't know how much YouTube will like it. I feel like I might have to edit out some of the parts of it, which I normally wouldn't want to do. Well, there's probably like a nudity filter in the game. So it might not be a huge issue. But yeah, from everything that I've heard about Clair Obscur, I'm happy that it won as much as it did. I'm not one of those people who overly cares about the whole, if one game wins, then some others don't get like the shine they deserve. Like Kingdom Come was meant to be really good. And I just find the whole Hollow Knight rage amongst their fan base funny more than anything else. But what I do want to know is, were there any games that were revealed or announced that you guys are particularly excited about? Because obviously new Larian game, the Divinity trailer looked fucking awesome. And I have Divinity Original Sin 2. Obviously, it's not like the same thing. It seems like more of a spin-off title. But I admittedly haven't played like any of that. I made a character, but like the visual style and the controls and stuff felt very different to Baldur's Gate, and it kind of threw me off a bit. I do need to go back to it though, because I got it because I was invited to by a good friend of mine, and then they just ended up, you know, not playing anymore once I got it, which kind of sucked. But what are you gonna do? Oh, um, yeah. I've also I do have Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars on my Steam account now. Like I got it in the autumn sale. So that is another thing that I can look into. So I will need to play that and get back to you on whether I'm as hyped about the fate of the Old Republic as everyone else seems to be. Because yeah, obviously I'm not familiar with the series enough to really have much of a concrete opinion on it. Okay, so I should be able to make another stop at Crazy Earl's then. I think his name was Crazy Earl's. I might be misconstruing him with fucking Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies. Oh shit, I've got a side mission to kill Crystalisks. Only 5 of them, which is nice. I thought it was 10 for a moment. I don't know if I'd have the wherewithal to want to go for 10 of them. It's recording at 45 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, this will mean that I'll get the fridge stuff done. And then next episode, you guys can choose whether you want me to go to the Highlands or the Caustic Cavern, which is it's kind of a cool area. There's some cool like Easter eggs in there. However, there is a lot of stuff that can very easily kill you in there, and it can be a little bit annoying. It also takes a long time to get through there. Let me drop that out of the shield then. I could really do with more healing items or like some health regen stuff. Ow, what the fuck? Surely getting slagged as a siren would be like a buff or something, since their powers are amplified by iridium. It also said there was a side mission of killing threshers. There aren't any threshers here. Threshers are in the Highlands, so I'm probably not gonna be able to get the side mission, like all the side mission, optional objective money for this one, because this is a side mission. But you know, it's not the most important thing in the world. This one's always a little bit annoying to get. It's very easy with the movement in this game to overshoot it. Oh yeah, this bit goes on a while. Yeah, we'll be pushing into the 1 hour territory with this. Because me unbrainwash Laney over there, we go into this area back here. Did I not? Yeah, no, I have the girly max. Maybe I can get a little bit of health. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing. Wait, stop taking the money. I don't know what's up with these guys that are spinning. There we go. It's getting to the point where I couldn't afford to stop being so concerned about money and just kind of pick things up for the sake of picking them up, but you never know. I need some more backpack space. Still, ideally. So yeah, this bit can be a bit of a pain. It does get you a shitload of XP though. There's also going to be like badasses and stuff up the wazoo. Can't remember what the ones are called where they're like super deformed and they look kind of like zombies. And they like shoot lasers at you out of their eyes for some reason. I don't know what those are called. I think they're called lab rats. Ah, they are. Yeah, they are lab rats. Okay, I'm trying to be cautious to not immediately run out of sniper ammo. Because this is definitively my best weapon at this point. I remember, I think this is one of the ones that I got out of that Mordecai cache. But, ooh. Oh yeah, ow. Wait. Where even is your head? Oh, yeah. That is not fair that something that fucking big and obnoxious can come up silently like that. You can go 288, you can go. Okay, alright, SMGs are now quite a bit less accurate, but moments of resistance and max health, those are good. 557 and 109. No, 557 and 149. 109 recharge rate, 406 delay. I think it might just be worth biting the bullet at this point, but having a shield that is basically a free bullet of damage every time. I don't know. I feel like I'm only going to really be persuaded to swap it out by if I get a blue tier or above. What? Oh, hi. So I'm slightly nervous for once I get through here, if the Goliath spawns that gives you that other side mission. If that which will then require me to go back through here again. If the game decides to be an arse and make all the rats respawn, which I really hope it doesn't. Okay, I didn't get you then. Okay, right, I'm just missing it. I'm just missing shots at this point. which is not ideal. I don't know what this blue filter over the screen is now. Oh, I think my computer in general is just doing a thing that it sometimes does, where my monitors just get a bit of blue shift. Yeah, so the end of that Goliath mission is that guy, ow, that guy Thor's. And you gotta kill him. Yeah, this is insanely helpful. Having an SMG of each element is very useful. Okay. So I'll keep you just in case. Because electricity feels like the least important type to get. But you never know, really. It would be cool if there were enemies that were just entirely shields and nothing else, though. Well. Ow! Well, that's fucking great. What even did that? That's so stupid. I wonder if there's a skill that makes it so that I can't take damage from my own elemental damage. That'd be nice. Another 2k. Which fucking way am I? No. Yeah, I would very much like to be able to kill that guy just because I believe the loot that he drops is really nice. Or I guess not drops, I think he has a... I think he's like a giant loot Goliath that... Am I dying from the fire effect the eruptions caused from my shields getting depleted? Because that's really stupid if that's the case. I'm very much enjoying the bodies freaking out when I kill them right out of the vent. Yeah, this firework grenade is so good. And I love the fact that it levels up with you. Like, the further through the game you go, it gets stronger. Where are we at? Just coming up to an hour soon. So yeah, there is no chance that I'm going to be doing anything else this episode after this. I'm also kind of trying not to hand in any of these on their own. I'd like it all to be at once. Ah. It's so silly. Literally just a Batman clone. Because who wouldn't want Batman in their game? It'd be fucking hilarious if they got Kevin Conroy to do that. I do wonder how many voice actors total went into this game, because a lot of them did voice, like, multiple types of psychos and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the voice acting cast was like 20. I mean, more than that, because there are more named characters, like, big named characters than that, but... Probably no more than like 30, 40. Popping out right next to me is not cool. Why is it the midgets just spinning around? I'm getting really uncomfortable using the term midget in these. I know it's not appropriate, but I mean, it's literally what they call them in the game, so... What else am I meant to do? There we go, it's Rackman time. Come on. Oh, right. I was facing the wrong way. Whoa. Why has he got a wheel attached to him? I don't even know if he dropped anything. I feel certain he's meant to, but I mean, he does guard a big chest, to be fair. God, I thought there'd be at least one blue in here. That looks great, though. And it doesn't even use up multiple shots. You love to see it. Okay, you can go, because I want you. And that'll be my new go-to assault rifle. Because generally the way that I go about Borderlands is I like at least one option per type of weapon, just because in case you run out of ammo. More often than not, I prefer semi-automatic assault rifles and pistols to an extent, but some of them do have cool like effects, and those ones generally aren't. Okay, right, well these guys have respawned, which isn't ideal, but it's a little worse. Where the goddamn is this Goliath when you need him? Who am I getting shot by? Hey? Oh my god, I nearly didn't make that. There he is. About time. Alright, so he has a side mission on him. But first thing I want to do is... There's a... Oh right, you already destroyed it, I guess. What? Okay, rat thieves are the number one target for me. Just bang the desk. Alright, so I'm gonna head straight back into where we came from just then. Hopefully it's not been long enough for anything to respawn, otherwise that'd really annoy me. But we shall see. Okay, we seem okay for now. Which means there should be even less chance of these guys spawning again. So I'll come all the way through here. We will kill Smashhead, who is for some reason frozen in ice. And we will move. Whole load of sniper ammo back. Love to see it. Okay, so it's not a monitor thing. I hadn't stopped to notice because it's... literally seems to be a thing in this cave. God damn it. You guys can see the names. I don't need to say it. These are really childish games. Ooh. That looks helpful. Why is someone so uncoordinated as a Goliath using a fucking awesome sniper rifle in it? Wasted potential, mate. Gimme. Bandit reload speed. Okay. None of these seem to be like insanely good, but let's see. No, I'd like to keep you ideally. Oh, fuck it, you can go. 109 times 10. Ooh, damn. That's way better than what I have. Okay. I see do need to get rid of a couple more things. 300. Do I need that slag gun? I think I really do. I'm probably not going to use it, so... I can take on another thing. Yeah, give me you back then. Cool. So, let me get to a fast travel point. I will use this skill point on you. Let me see if I have any redeem tokens. I do. For gun damage even more. And then, once I get out of here, I'm going to fast travel to... probably to the Highlands first. Just to... just because I think that's... it's a place we've already been. I'm trying to think, where are we... where is the exploitation reserve? It is in the Highlands, so it'd actually make more sense for me to go to the Caustic Cavern first. So I'm gonna fast travel to where Sanctuary used to be. And then I will call the episode there. So I might as well start my outro now. It's good to be back. It's nice that my game hasn't fucked me this time. Oh wait, no, this is current Sanctuary. This isn't where I need to be. I need to be back here. Yeah, I can't just fast travel straight to the Sanctuary hole. I need to go here and then we head back down that way. So I will do that in the next episode. We are going to go to the hole where Sanctuary used to be, which is a really cool setting, and I think it's cool that they went had us go back there. So that will be next time. I will go to record Dishonored 2, and then yeah, I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a good day, everyone.